Hello, howdy, how's it going? Today, I'm gonna be back at N Biceps, and that's a very good day. Yeah, you know what the best part about leg day is? It's the fact that you have an upper body day the next day, right? Like, I get to go from, oh gosh, I have to do legs today, to, oh gosh, I get to do back today in biceps. Like, there is not anything that's better than that. You know, it's like, wow, I get to wake up and I just get to hit some rowing today, some pull downs, you know, just the fun stuff, some shrugs if I want to. Back probably has to be one of my favorite days, you know, because I love the pump of a chest supported row. That's like one of my favorite things. A lat pump is pretty cool too. But we're going to the Y today, and gotta take a little. And they got this really good lat pull down there. They have a bunch of stuff there. This YMCA used to not be that good of a gym because a lot of the machines that they have just aren't that good until they added like a cable thing in there. Now it's like a really solid gym, and they had some good machines in there. They might have added some more stuff because I remember nobody told me or anything, because nobody I really know that goes to the gym goes to the Y. And I remember just going back to the YMCA one day to play basketball, and I came there and I went to the weight room just to see, you know, just to check it out, see if anything did change. And they had the whole cable stack and everything, and I'm like, what? And I seen these new machines. I was like, there's no way, you know. So it's a really nice gym now. They've always had like the T-bar rowing and stuff in there, but it's a heavy T-bar row. It's not like a light T-bar row. This is like one of the heaviest T-bar rows. Like, I'm only doing 2 plates on it max, but it's not like one of the whatchamacallit, like the one with the D handles. It's just like a normal T-bar row, but it's like at an angle where it's really hard, but it feels really good. So we'll probably be doing that because I can't do anything that is like working my lower back at all. So I'm gonna keep that up probably for about another week or two and then see what happens. But overall, it's gonna be a good day, good exciting day. And yeah, I mean, that's really it, man. We're gonna get into it. We're just gonna have a great time. So I'll see you guys in there. All right, so this is definitely one of my favorite, I'd say, back movements in the machines, just because of the D handles, like the top you can rotate. So as you'll see, I'll go from like a neutral grip to kind of like a grip where my thumbs are basically closest to my eyes, if that makes sense. But just get a deep stretch at the top and a good squeeze at the bottom. Control the weight all the way down by going slow and controlled. And just a second at the bottom's fine, and a second at the top's fine too. And when you're doing these, make sure you're digging your elbows straight to the floor and close to your hips. So this is usually an underhand or a lat kind of machine, but I turned it into an upright row. Just feels really good on the traps. So you're maybe going to be working the mid to lower trap and a little bit of the upper trap because we're struggling at the top a little bit. But just make sure you're retracting your shoulder blades before you go up, and then roll all the way up. Make sure you're using straps to get the least amount of arm movement and activation when you do this. Now you're going to be working on the upper trap and a little bit of the forearm when you do this. Since I'm only doing a plate, I like to squeeze and hold the top to get the best activation. And I like to use plates because they're the most kind of comfortable in my, hands and whatnot when I do these. Dumbbells are fine, but they're just thicker. And this is just, I think, just a more comfortable movement. So you can get heavier, plates with this, maybe like 55, 60s even. I don't think that's really exists, but if you can, I definitely recommend doing them over dumbbells or a barbell. Now we're going to be doing some Kelso shrugs, and this is the one machine I said was really heavy, the heavy T-bar row, so I was only using a plate here, but we're going to be working the mid to lower trap. Just really get a deep stretch at the bottom, and that's what you'll mainly feel the lower traps, and the more you shrug up, the more mid-upper trap you're going to feel. So just retract your shoulder blades together, and that's really all you have to do for this movement. Now we're going to be working the brachialis and bicep, and we're just going to be doing cross-body hammer curls. Just really good to hit the long head of the bicep, which gives you that peak look. But train heavy with these and control the weight all the way up and all the way down. And now we're going to be doing biceps mainly, but also brachialis once again, which is part of your forearm if you guys didn't know. But I just like this grip because you can rotate it almost just like dumbbells, but on the cable, which I enjoy a lot. So just really good movement, and make sure you train moderately heavy. All right, we are donezo. Back day was pretty good, can't lie. Yeah, everything went pretty well. I like that one machine I was mainly talking about, the cool machine, which was that lat pull down at the very beginning, because it allows you to adjust where the main of the tension is, like where the spots where you want it to. And it's plate loaded too, and I always like plate loaded machines a lot. Seeing like the weights stack up on the side or whatever, I think that's more, I don't know, I just like, it just appears, it pops out to me more. But there was no pump picture today, only because I played basketball afterwards. So overall, good day, can't complain. Yeah, it was a great time. Wasn't about there for lifted for 30 minutes, I think. So it was pretty short today. I did, let's see, 5 sets of biceps, like 8 sets of back, I think, or somewhere around there. Maybe 9 sets of back, but, you know, overall just a super good day, you know. Didn't get the craziest pump today, but didn't not get a, you know, be a good pump at all, you know. There was something there, but overall, just had a good day. Had a good day. But now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going back to the crib, munching on some food, and then after that, doing some DoorDash, and then after that, going to work. So, we got a full day of work ahead of us. Probably going to do about 2-3 hours of DoorDash, and then probably about, you know, 4 hours of my other job. So it's gonna be a good day, good paycheck. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are wondering, if you guys just want like a quick side gig, you can kind of do it whenever. You can't do it necessarily whatever, but you can schedule your own hours. DoorDash is definitely a good way to go. You know, you make pretty quick money, so you'll make, like, it really depends. Like, I like doing it in like the smaller towns, like I mean, here's Huntington, and then Fort Wayne, which is the bigger city. It's definitely a lot worse, only because you get more orders in like a bigger city, 100%, but you're driving farther for those orders. So, and the thing is with DoorDash, it kind of sucks. DoorDash doesn't really pay its people that much. It's really, you know, the tips that people get paid off of, as all delivery fees usually are, and services are. And the one thing that's bad about a bigger city is sometimes those motherfuckers are stingy, dude. Like, straight up, bro. I'll get like $1 or $2 tip, and it's like, and if I deny orders, it goes against my acceptance rate, and, you know, there's this whole platinum thing, but, you know, whatever. That's kind of a scam. It's what I'm kind of getting at. But, you know, and then you'll be doing a 30-minute order because, well, you got to drive to the wing stop or whatever, and then you got to deliver it 15 minutes out, and all for a $3 order. And then guess what? You're 15 minutes out from where the hot spots are, which is like what is popping on the app. And then, you know, you basically just lost more money in gas and time than you did in, you know, actually making moolah. So, like I said, you can make good money, or you'll make horrible money. Sometimes you'll make, like, I rarely get this, other than when I do, like, the other than when I do like it in the big cities. You'll rarely get nights that you'll make like $4 or $5 an hour. Rarely. I mean, it can happen to anybody at any time, but usually I'm getting around 17, 18, 19, maybe even 20, 21 an hour, which is, that's fairly good, and that's with gas included. So don't think I'm doing like 20 an hour plus you gotta minus $1 or $2 for every gallon of gas that you spend. No, it's good money. So if you need just a quick side gig, I don't know why I'm doing a sponsor for DoorDash right now, but hey, I just like to spread, how to make money. I hate when people gatekeep about how to make money. It's just like, you're not the one who invented it, or you're not the one that's really gaining, I don't know. Gatekeeping is just low-key stupid. I think gatekeeping restaurants or, restaurants or like shops or something, or, certain items might be like, a little more okay to gatekeep, because sometimes you'll find stuff that you really like and you'll be like, okay, I want this all myself. Like, there's a spot in Fort Wayne, a super good restaurant, and it gets packed around like dinner time. Like, it's not really dinner time, but it's like 6, 7, 8ish, sometimes 5:30ish. It'll get a little bit packed, but like it's a fairly really nice restaurant for pretty cheap. There's certain things on there, like there's steaks and stuff, but I'm gatekeeping that only because I keep missing my terms. Only because that place is awesome. Oh my gosh. I hate this. The one spot where I think I can turn to go down my original, or I'm actually supposed to go, is a dead end, and it's a neighborhood. This is stupid. I lived here my whole life, but you wouldn't think so by the way I travel around in it sometimes. I act like I don't know where I'm going at all, ever. Now we're back on track. Alright. But you know what I'm saying? So definitely pick up some side stuff if I was you. If you need some extra money, like if you're a type of person to complain about money all the time, but you don't work your ass off, what do you expect? You're like, oh, I'm so broke, but you DoorDash yourself food all the time. You eat out. You never make your own food. But what do you expect? Nowadays, eating all the time is like even going out to eat like twice in a week. Like it's bad. So like it's hard to save money. Like I hopefully 100% get the fact that it's hard to save money nowadays. But like, when it comes to just when it comes to just, that guy was awfully upset. When it comes to just just making money, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not as hard as people make it out to be. And I don't mean millions of dollars. That's hard to do. I will say that. A lot of influencers say it's not hard. Well, for one, if you're an influencer, a lot of it's luck. So, put that out there. Inconsistency, but also, just with, like, but like if you need to make, $500, you could do that fairly easy. You live in America. You live in one of the best places ever to live. Because if you live in America, you're more likely not going to want to move anywhere else. Let's be honest with ourselves here. But other than that, that's it for today's video. I got to definitely get some carbs in me before I go door dashing because I can't think. But I hope you guys have a very blessed day. Goodbye.